I started my career when I was after graduating from Université Saint-Joseph in Beirut. I studied audiovisual cinema studies, and then Rima in Beirut was my graduation film. It's about a young film student, Rima, who moved from Saida, like it's a small city, like a kind of village, to Beirut. And after like acquiring a camera, she keeps discovering the image of the same young man in her photos. In the end, this is what the film is about. It's a very short film that I wanted. It's not like a heavy film. It's just a very light film about my experience when I moved from my city, Saida, and when I moved back to the capital of Beirut, Beirut. And it's what the film tells about the first impressions about the city, and like small like anecdotes, funny anecdotes that happens with her along with the taxi driver or with the people she meets, and her love to the cinema also in the film shows it what happened when she discovered that, because inside that you don't have cinema. We didn't have back then we didn't have the choice to go to a cinema, so in Beirut she discovered her love to the cinema as well. It's about love and the city and first impressions. My high school teacher once asked in our last in the final year of the high school, she asked us, what do you want to do? Like, she was our English teacher. What do you like to do? We would like to do a film or write an essay. And I chose a film. And I had a mini DV camera, and I started filming live at school, I called it, using my own mini DV camera. And I learned how to edit using Premiere, what's it called? iMovie called, or something like that. I forgot the program names. I learned how to edit, and I delivered the film. And I felt like in my last year that this is what I want to do. This is what I want to pursue in my life and be in the audiovisual world. Then after this film, I decided to pursue my career as a film editor, and I focused on the film editing because I fell in love with it. And I worked in a commercial aspect, and also I've done independent films, documentary mostly. This is what I discovered in the end, that I'm more inclined towards documentary. I've done a film called We Are From There with director Wissam Tanyos and the production house Abut Productions. And this film took like 5 years, I don't know how many, maybe 6 years, into the editing process. And it was, because it was also filmed during that time. So like we finished part 1, and then based on the editing of the first part, he managed to shoot the second part of the film. When I moved back to London, I made a feature documentary. It's still in the post-production. I made the first draft, but I still don't have the time to edit it properly, and I need also a second editor with me, and I need funds for that. So this is why I'm working now. I'm working in the commercial side, like series, and I don't have the time to edit it. But it's called Fading Chords, the Ballad of Munir al-Khawli. It's about a sensitive and funny Lebanese musician who decided to become a rock star during the civil war in Lebanon. He's now living in a fading city, and his only dream is to archive a past full of unfulfilled dreams. It's a film based on archive mostly, on a very funny, peculiar, like a very eccentric character in the film who lives a lonely life. You feel like it's not lonely, but it seems like he's sad and lonely, but at the same time he has a busy schedule and living, like he has many friends, but at the same time he's like so lonely inside. In the end, discover that, and that he didn't fulfill his dream that he pursued in his 20s. The film explores about identity and what it means to live in two countries and what his country means to him now. People prefer to see something now, especially now on social media. You're seeing something in the moment directly, and you have a direct reaction and impact. It's more powerful to witness it with the visually and audio and see the reactions of the people, and it's also the pace, the rhythm, everything. It makes it more powerful than reading just the text. Whether you're reading a text, you're using more your imagination, but like when you see something next to you and directly, and you just directly relate to it, and you feel like sad, happy, empathetic,